quiet. It's kind of calming. So welcome, however you want to know it. My name is Kelly. We're here for 60 minutes of power, journey into power together. Judy, I can now see you. Welcome. It'll be whenever you show up, flip your camera on so I can see you. And right after this class, we have starting 40 Days to a Personal Revolution, the first meeting, and then the kickoff of the program starts immediately after this class ends. Is there anyone who's in here staying for 40 days? We have a couple of people. Nice. I'm doing it this year. I haven't done 40 days in a long time. Like a little bit nervous, but mostly excited to do it. So it'll be cool to connect with all of you this way. So those of you who don't know about it, it's 40 days of, based off of the book by Baron Baptiste, 40 Days to a Personal Revolution. And it's 40 days of yoga, 40 days of meditating, building up a meditation practice, 40 days of journaling, like asking, excavating questions, and then 40 days of nutrition, and so much as you're just kind of looking at what you eat and how it impacts how you practice. So not about dieting or anything like that, just getting present to what you put in and what that results in what comes out on your mat. So if you're interested, hang around afterwards and join us. All right, are you all ready? And that's true for you too virtually. You can join in virtually for 40 days too. That's the virtual option. All right, let's get started. Child's pose. The moment you look forward to all day. This is like the sweetest moment in my days. Hit the child's pose, your forehead taps the mat. Keep your eyes open and set to a point. And even before you kick into your breathing in any particular way, take a beat or two just to totally settle in. Create the pose that feels comfortable, that feels right in your body, that you feel at home on this mat in your body at this one moment. Yeah, and then from that space, take a deep breath in through your nose. And let it sigh out your mouth. And take 2 more breaths like that. Beautiful. With your next inhale, lift up to downward facing dog. Set your eyes at the mat between your feet. Lengthen out your base. So you'll walk your feet back, maybe an inch or 2. Walk your hands up to the top edge of your mat, maybe like an inch off that top edge. So take up a lot of space on your mat. Then bend your knees a little bit. Press all the 10 fingertips deep down into the floor. And from the press of your hands, stretch your seat up and back towards the top of the wall behind you. Yeah, so decompress your whole spine right here. Open up the space between each joint along your back. And then take 2 breaths with every inhale. So you can get a little bit longer through your spine. With every exhale, just settle. Relax your shoulders, relax your head more. 1 more breath in. A deep breath out. And look at your hands, walk up to the top edge of your mat. With your feet hip width distance apart, inhale, lift halfway up, pause. In the halfway, bend your knees enough that your sitting bones can angle up and back, and the top of your head can press forward. Take a long spine. Take a big breath in, get longer, then exhale, wide elbows. Hold with your belly up and around your spine. Let your head hang down. Let your arms dangle down. Breathe across the middle part of your back. And see if you can get your ribs to move a little bit more on the back side of your body. You could sway side to side. I love that because I can feel a little bit more of like the left back rib and the right back rib. And then center up, torso over the center of your legs. Press the center of each heel down. Press the big toe out of each foot down so you'll ground through your feet. And with the inhale, come rolling up to stand 1 moment at a time. At the top, stretch your arms up. Look up, take a big stretch, reach up, and then exhale, hands to heart center. Begin to breathe on. So we set an intention for your practice. And together, take a breath in. Inhale, reach up, extend down, pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up, create a long spine, and plant your palms step back high to low position. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Set your eyes, take a breath in, and a breath out. Together, breathe in. Together, breathe out. Now, last time, breathe in. Lower all the air up, bend your knees. Move your feet up to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up, reach up. Extended dog pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Set your eyes, 3 breaths. 2 more. Last breath in. Lower your up, bend your knees. Step or float your feet up to your hands. Lift halfway. Fold. Extended mount pose. Open your feet up wide. Forward fold. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last in. Empty. Get ready. Move your feet to your hands. Halfway lift up. Fold deep. Drop your head all the way down. Reach up. Extended mount pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Widen through your chest. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths, 1 more spin. Awesome breathing. 2 more. Last breath in. Get ready. Move feet to your hands. Halfway lifts. Fold deeper. Rise up. Stretch up as high as you can. Then go back. Forward fold with your feet. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths. 2 more. You have that great rhythm. Stay right on with the rhythm of your breathing. Last breath in. Blow it out. Feet to your hands. Halfway lifts. Fold. To your pose. Bend your knees. Sit your hips back. Forward fold. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Spin your back foot flat, warrior 1. Low push up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Now lift the warrior 1 step. Both feet flat, hands high. Low push up. Good. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Open your mouth, let it side come out. So level the energy. 2 more breaths. Good. Now last breath in. Get ready. Separate foot. Halfway lifts. Hold. Chair pose. Reach high. Forward fold. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Upward facing. Downward facing dog, right side warrior one, step. Lunge deep, reach high, low push-up. Upward facing dog. Down dog, left side warrior one, step. Big breath in, low push-up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 3 breaths, inhale. If you need the side for your mouth, exhale. Good, take your breath in. If you don't need the side for your nose, exhale. Last breath in, empty all the air out, feet to your hands. Half, fold, chair, fold. Halfway lift, big breath in, low push up. Upward facing, down dog, right side warrior one. Take a deep lunge, low push up. Up dog, down dog, left side. Full inhale, full reach, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 2 more Sundays. 2 more breaths right here. Last breath in, get empty, move. Uplift, hold deeper, chair pose. Hold deeper. And if you just rub your head more, lift halfway up, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right side warrior one. So a full pose, and that means your fingers all the way open, low push up. Upward facing dog, get the full pose in. Downward facing dog, now left side warrior one. Full pose from toes to fingertips, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take a breath in together and let it go. Good. 2 more breaths, 1 more slingy. This last one, have it be that every pose is fully expressed. You're not shortchanging any pose. Take a breath in, blow all the air out, feet to your hands. Halfway lift, fold deep. Chair pose, your deepest seat. Hold it to the floor. Halfway lift up, get really long. Low push up, hug your muscles to your bones. Up dog. Downward facing dog, right side warrior one. Lunge deep and stretch all the way up. Low push up. Up dog. Down dog. Left side. Sink down, reach high. Low push up. Upward facing dog, stretch open. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Blow it out. Bring the mid toes together to touch, lift your right leg up high. Flip dog, bend your knee. Flip over, right foot off the right side, left side of your mat. Now you've got that rhythm, keep the rhythm. Set your eyes. Get back in with your breathing. Even inhale, even exhale. Take a breath in, and then flip back. High plank. Big toes together, side plank, heels to the right, left hand high. So stack your feet. If you're staggering your feet intentionally, great, do that. If you're dropping your knee, perfect, do that. But if your feet are on top of each other, stack them. Now pull your toes up towards your shins, everybody. Wake up your leg muscle. 1 more breath in. Hands to the floor, low push up. Up dog. Down dog. Left leg up and back. Flip dog. All 10 toes face the back of the room. So your feet are on the same line. Turn over the back edge of your mat. And all 10 toes point to the back. So really make sure all 10 of your toes point straight back to your feet. And then breathe this way, opposite here. There you go. Now press your feet down. Lift your chest up. Take a breath. And flip that. I plank. Bring your big toes together first. Then heels to the left. So if you just flip with your feet willy-nilly, you have no foundation for the pose. Create a strong foundation by flexing your toes up towards your shins and stabilizing your ankle joints. Now press down all 5 fingertips to stabilize your wrist joint. Now press down to your foundation, lift all the way up your top hand, breathe in, 2 hands to the floor and low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your right foot to your right thumb and press and lunge. Set your eyes to a point. And with your eyes set to a point, heel your feet. So feel your front foot, all 4 corners pressing down. Feel your back foot. Your back heel is up off the floor. And your big toe and your baby toe, those 2 bounds press down. And feel that it's even. And only you will be able to feel that. So me as teacher, I won't be able to really see it. But if you had a scale under each foot, it would be the same number on your front foot and your back foot. You can kind of move front to back and feel, here's me more weight in my front leg, here's me more weight in my back leg, and find what's balanced. And from that, take a breath in, reach up high, hands to heart, tip forward, and twist to the right side. Recalibrate your feet that they're even. It's going to be real tempting to overload your front foot, press your back heel back, good, and load your back foot too. You can open your arms, you can half bind or full bind. Take 2 more breaths. Breath in. Stay for the out. Press down to your feet, reach up, press and lunge, and then open to warrior 2. Good. Now, good time for a sigh. I heard a bunch of you do that. Level out your feet. So same thing, tendencies to overload the front leg, and then this gets really tired really fast. Press your back foot down more. So push your back foot into the floor. Feel your back foot fire up. Good. Take a breath in. Now tilt, extended side angle. Continue to press down with your back foot. And from your back foot, all the way up your top arm, accelerate. Breathe along the left side of your rib cage. Your left waist, your left ribs, your left armpit, all the way up to your left baby finger. Take 1 more breath in, reach a little bit more, and then 2 hands to the floor, little push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your left foot to your left thumb, press and lunge. So 5 breaths. Even in the first 3 breaths, get your feet even. And then in the last 2 breaths, with the inhale, see if you can reach up a little bit more. And with the exhale, can you lunge your pelvis down a little bit more? Good. Take 1 more breath in. Lift the sides of your body up. Hands to heart, twist to the left side. 5 breaths. So maybe 2 breaths on this time. Can you even your feet out? Good. Press your front heel down into the floor and lift the pit of your belly up and in towards the center of your body. So from floor to core, hug up. Now here's your last breath in. Stay for the out. Now press down, reach up, press and lunge, open up, warrior 2. Maybe 1 breath, can you level your feet out? And then in the next 4 breaths, where can you create a new result in your body? So a lot of you can put a little more reach to your back arm. So it'd be your right arm. And as your right arm reaches back, your front arm reaches forward the same amount. You almost have like that tug of war feeling going from fingertip to fingertip. Breath in, now tilt, extended side angle. Create that reach up through your left arm. So your left arm over your left ear. I'm sorry, your right arm over your right ear. If you're binding, your reach is to the top of your head. Now 2 more breaths. Pull the pit of your belly in towards your spine. Hug your front ribs in towards center. Take one more breath, go as long as you can. Build a crown. 2 hands to the floor, low push-up. Upward facing, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, bend your knees forward. Jump, feet up to your hands. Let's halfway. And fold deep. Drop your head all the way down. Chair pose. Sit back, reach up. Prayer twist to the right side. So that one breath, create your feet as even. So your left foot and your right foot press down evenly into the floor. Then press both sitting bones evenly back towards the back of the room. More. So even if you think your sitting bones are there, sit back more. Get to where it feels like you're about to tip backwards. Keep going back. Really reach your sitting bones back. Lift your toes up and keep setting your sitting bones back. And as they go back, press the top of your head forward. Take one more breath in. Stay for the out. Chair pose with your hips way back and fold. And use your toes forward fold. Catch your big toes with your first 2 fingers. Tuck your thumbs in. Now sometimes we like to hold ourselves up with our thumbs in this pose. I've had a friend who sprained her thumbs doing that. Your legs are strong enough. You don't need your thumbs. It's funny, right? Like we think our thumb's gonna hold us up. Look at your legs and look at your thumbs. Your legs are fine. Tuck your thumbs in. See how I tuck them in? Yes. Now pull down, head towards the floor, and press down, feet deep into the floor. Now breathe. Take one more breath in. Blow all the air out. Release your toes. Chair pose, sit way back. So pause here. Take your chair. Take your chair. Reach your arms straight forward for the front of the room. So take your arms straight forward to the front of the room. Cool. Reach your arms forward like you want to touch the front of the room. Not going to reach. Now sit way back. So it's almost like that reach is pulling you up as you work your hips way back. Keep pressing your cheeks to the back of the room. Now that you got as far as you can possibly go, bring your hands apart and twist to the left side. Instead of your arms, now it's your head. So your head pushes towards the front of the room. Your seat continues to press back towards the back of the room. And with every exhale, you twist your heart towards the left. Yeah, your legs are already working. Yes. When your legs are working, your spine is happy. You want your spine long and your legs on fire. Take one more breath in. Blow all the air out. Keep the seat. Chair pose. Reach up and fold your toes. Beautiful. Slide your palms under the soles of your feet from the front. Bend your knees enough that your ribs relax onto the top of your thighs. Now drop your head all the way down. Breathe deep. 2 more breaths. Take one more breath in. Blow all the air out. And step off your hands, crow pose at the top of your neck. Set your hands wide. Shoulder width distance wide, and bring your feet together. Beautiful. Actually, more important that your feet are together than your feet lifting up. So bring your feet together. Even if they stay on the mat, bring your feet together and squeeze them together. Feel how all of a sudden your core zips up. 2 more breaths wherever you're at. Stay for just 2 more. 1 more breath in, feet to the back of the mat, lower push up. Upward facing dog, stretch your belly. Downward facing dog, press back. Take your breath in, blow your out forward. Let's never flow feet to your hands. So it's halfway and fold. Press down your feet, roll up to stand. Your head is relaxing up. At the top, reach up, extend it down. Eagle pose on the right side. Start your feet together, right leg over, right arm under. Bring your elbows up to shoulder height, and then hug your arm bones back onto your upper back. Step down, reach up, take a fresh breath in, left side through the pulse. Elbows up to shoulder height. So when your arms come off your chest, you have more room to breathe. And as your arm bones hug back, notice your chest wall and your upper back, they both get wider. Take one more breath. And then step down, reach up, breathe in, catch your hips, standing leg raise on the right side. Keep your foot forward, so left foot forward. The first one we do is the strengthening one. Right, so you'll feel it takes a little more like strength to stay here. If you need to bend the knee, and even if you need to leave the foot on the floor, you can do that. Then keep your hips level. So you'll lower your right hip down and hug your left hip point up and in towards the center of your body. Now take your leg out to the right side. So now this is the expressing version. From your center, stretch all the way out for your right foot, maybe your right knee, and all the way out for your left arm. Take one more breath in, and back to center. Take your right leg forward, reach your other side, and take your right leg back, airplane pose. You can bring a combination of the two. So you hug in and create strength. You do that by pressing your left foot into the floor, hugging the center of your belly out towards your spine, and wrapping your shoulder blades up on your upper back. Now keep that, bring your hands to heart center, half move. Add the expression in now. From the pit of your belly, stretch front to back through your crown and through your lifted heel. And from the center of your heart, stretch out fingertip to fingertip. Nice, and your jaw has a flow down. And it's through that stretch you can get that hover pulse. Take one more breath in, reach all the way out, then to your feet to the floor and fold. Enjoy the fold. Bend the knees, drop your head. I see some students sometimes not take the fold. Take the fold. Right? The back, you let your hamstrings work a lot when you're balancing. The fold gives a moment for your hamstrings to unload so that you're ready for the next side. So take the fold, take a breath, and then press down to your feet, rolling up to stand, reach high, standing leg raise on the left side. So create strength by hugging from the outside in, from the skin to the muscle of the bones, hug into your center. And then take your left leg out to the left. From the center, stretch from the bones to the muscles to the skin, back out. Take a breath in, come back to center, kick your left leg forward, reach high, airplane pose, send it back. Now collect in. Hug your two thighs into the center of your pelvis. Hug the pit of your belly up and your shoulder blades into your upper back. Bring your hands to heart center, half move. From your center line, move out in all directions. And really feel all the way to your fingertips, all the way to your toe tips. Is there some aspect of the pose that could express more? Even if it knocks you out, can you stretch out a little bit more, tap the edge, and then take it to the floor and fold. Bend your knees, drop all the way down, load your hamstrings for a breath. And then if you're using a strap or dancer pose, grab it, roll up to stand, dancer pose on the right side with a standing pose. Bend your right knee, touch inside your right ankle, two knees together, left arm high, and then kick your right shoulder to the back. Press down for your big toe down, standing big toe down. Hug into the pit of your belly. Now breathe. One more breath, you can reach. And step out. 2 feet to the floor, take a breath right here. And then left side. Again, so creating that strong foundation at the center of your body by hugging your limbs in. And from the center, let the sun shine all the way out. Shine out. Left heel back, left shin back, right arm forward. Top of your head up. Take breath in and 2 feet to the floor. The top of your mat, tree pose. Right foot to your left inner thigh. Press your palms together. So palms that really gives you that sense of what hugging is. And try this. So right here, put your hands together and just let your arms go. Right? And this is kind of our default. This is how we walk around during the day. This is how we default show up. So hugging in that action, press your palms together and feel how all of a sudden there's this like stability in your hands and your shoulders. Do that with your whole body now. So your leg muscles will hug them in the center. Your spine and lower back, hug them in the center. Now from all that hugging in, now reach up. And just this alone will be really rigid. So now from the center, shine all the way out. Yeah, 2 more breaths. Go up, maybe you can go up and go back. Take 1 more breath in, and then step down, change sides, tree pose, left foot to your right thigh. So you'll start by integrating first. Right? If you go to stretching like this loosey-goosey space, you lose stability. It's kind of where you fall out of poses. So plug in first. Press your palms, press your foot to your thigh. And then from the center, stretch. And then maybe collect again. Press down, hug in, lift up, and then maybe you stretch out again. Nice visual. Take 1 more breath in. Nice, and step down 2 feet at the top of your mat. Reach up, extended mountain pose, breathe in. Hold, blow all the air. Halfway lift. Low push up. Flow through, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your hands, triangle pose. 5 breaths. This pose integration is so crucial. Otherwise, you kind of just get stuck. Press down with your feet, hug your thigh muscles up and in towards the center of your pelvis. Your shoulder blades onto your upper back. Mid belly now shine out. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath in, reach all the way up and out. On the exhale, press down to your feet, come up to stand. 10 toes face to the left long side of your mat, and fold. Side facing right leg forward fold. Try this today. Keep your hands on your hips. So make this like no hands. Something with no hands. Feet parallel to each other. Now press down with your feet and squeeze your heels in towards the center of your mat. So especially if your feet are sliding out, press your feet down and hug your heels in towards the center of your mat. Feel how you're collecting your limbs in towards center. Now from that collecting in, press down with your heels even more and lift your sitting bones up, towards the ceiling. Great, so feel if you can get that hugging in and from in, lengthening out, heel to bone. Take 1 more breath in. Stay for the out. You're already well set. Keep pressing your feet down. Go all the way up to stand. So turn to the front. Reverse namaste, front facing forward fold. Pull over your front body. So it's that same mark here, as your hands are in like some form of bind, or maybe you're touching your hips. That same action to your feet, where you're grounding down, your 2 feet hug in towards each other, the center of your mat. And from that hugging in, you press your feet and lift your sitting bones up and back. Nice. That's it, Kevin. Breath in. Kevin, everyone, breathe out. Drop your hands. Add the twist. Keep your legs. Add the twist. 3 breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath in. Stay for the out. Hands to the floor, downward facing dog, step back. Take 1 inhale. 1 exhale. Step your left foot between your hands, triangle pose. We each tend to lean in one direction. Either we're really integrated, like really kind of on the tighter end of things, or we're really expressed, like really loose and open. And so yoga is this place of practice of balance between the two. You can't really get true expression without integration, and you can't really get true integration without expression. They're just not sustainable. Just as an inhale means an exhale. Take 1 more breath in and out. Then inhale, stand up. 10 toes face the right alongside your mat. This time, interlace your fingers behind your back. You need to towel strap if you need to. Stretch your knuckles down, lift your chest up. Then exhale, fold. So this time, no hands, and on top of it, your hands are going to go over your head towards the wall behind you. Tap into your leg strength by pressing your feet down, hugging your heels in towards the center of the mat, and then lifting your sitting bones up towards the center. Now, challenge that strength, lean towards your toes. Get a little risky. And then you'll press your heels again and squeeze your heels again if you start to feel your next hip. And then can you lean for a little bit more? Yeah, take 1 more breath. Blow all the air out. Catch your hips with your hands. Inhale, stand, turn forward. Reverse namaste, front facing, forward fold. As you sit your eyes, feel where you are on that spectrum between integration and expression. Are you hugged in a little bit more, or are you kind of out, stretched out a little bit more? And how can you bring that back into balance? And Allison, wrap your shoulder blades up, wind your elbow back. Hug your 2 thighs in towards the center of your pelvis more. And then Allison and everyone, take 1 more breath in, hug right here. And then drop your hands and add the twist. And now draw this foot back if you need it. That's it right there. 2 more breaths. Go long till the crown. Exhale, twist. 1 more, get long. Exhale, twist. 2 hands to the floor, downward facing. Take a breath in, blow the air out, and slide out to high plank, and lower all the way down to the floor. Tonight, keep your hands on the floor, right where you're at. Maybe slide them back a little bit further, so they're right at the bottom of your rib cage, kind of like at the waist level. And take your hands a little bit wider. So if you feel kind of crunched up, and this would be something you have to feel, I guess. If your chest and shoulders feel like they're crunched up and rounded, take your hands wider so your shoulders, you have the freedom to move them onto your upper back. That's it. Now press your hands down. Don't move yet. Just press them down and drag your hands back. So you're hugging your hands towards the back edge of your mat. This should wrap your shoulders onto your upper back. Keep that, and then inhale, lift your chest. Good. Just the locust pose. So just ribs stay down, belly stay down. Josh is like ready to take off. Good. You can lift your legs, add a little bit more to it, and then 2 more breaths. That's right there. Take 1 more breath in, and relax all the way down to the floor. Take your arms back, let your upper body relax, your back relax for a moment, let some fresh blood in there. And then start again. Hands flat beside your lowest rib and wide. Press your hands down and back, so wrap your shoulder blades onto your back. And then inhale, chest forward, toes up and back. Take 5 breaths. Allow the floor to move your ribs, that's it, and put your belly in towards the center of your body. 1 more breath in, get long, and lower all the way down and relax your arms. Take your breath in, clear it out, mentor it up, bend your knees, reach back, press the top of your ankles, hug your knees in as close together as they'll go. Then pause, relax your head down. With the inhale, kick your shins back, but do not lift your head. So what you feel for are your shoulders to go back. Once your shoulders are as far back as they'll go, kick more to lift your chest. So really talk in that it's your legs that lift you up. It's not cranking for your back to come up. Now breathe. Your legs need a lot of fuel, so really breathe big. Take 1 more inhale and lower it all the way down to the floor. Make sure your legs side to side, 1 time each. And then set up second set. Bend your knees, touch your ankles, kick back, set your shoulders, and then take it all the way up. And see if you can let your chest like hang off the front of your legs. 2 more breaths. 1 more big breath in, and lower it all the way down. Reach one of your legs, 1 time your side, and then plant your hands beside your lowest rib. Press your hands down and back, so shoulder blades wrap on your back, and inhale, upward facing dog. So through focus, all the way up, look up, stretch up, and exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in, blow it out, and drop to your knees, camel, 1 camel. 1 camel pose, get right to it. Take what you've got in your lotus pose, so you learn how to actively integrate your shoulder blades onto your back. In your bow, you learn how to relax and express your chest open. Put the 2 together and add in softness through your throat. You let your throat relax and the skin of your face melt back into your hairline. Your next inhale, press your shins down, lift your chest up, down facing dog, press back. Take 2 breaths. This pose is almost like a slinky. You know, you pull a slinky along, you put space between all the rings. Create that for your spine here. And then drop to your knees, cross your shins, sit behind your shins, lie back to bridge pose. Bend your knees. Lift your feet, and ready, bridge, come on up. Yeah, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, and then reach your arms back towards the wall behind you, so your arms are on the floor. Now right here, press down to your feet, press forward for your shins, and stretch back for your arms. So make this like, I always think of like the medieval times, like the drawn quarter torture machines. So I imagine you are being drawn from fingertip to knee as long as possible. Let your front ribs and the pit of your belly drop down towards your spine. Really good. Take 1 more breath in, get long, and then roll all the way down to the floor. So you've got 5 more back bends. It can be that, right with your arms extended, or it can be wheel. Either way, you set it up. If it's a wheel, plant your hands wide and deep, and then inhale, come up. Wheel is the same action you just did that bridge. So from your fingertips, up your arms, across the sides of your torso, across your outer thighs and your knees, get as long as you possibly can. Take one more breath in, and then tuck your chin, come all the way down. Breath in, breath out, set up, number 2 of 5, and come up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck your chin, come down. Breath in, breath out. 3 of 5. Set up and come up. Keep straight a rhythm out of there. 5, 4, 3. That's it. Good. 2 and 1. Tuck your chin, come down. Take a breath. Clear it. 4 or 5. Set up and come up. 5. The trick is move faster than your mind has a chance to come in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tuck your chin, come down. It's the last one. Take a breath. Clear it. And then come up. So fully listening to your body. And you're going to discover what's up there. So if you'll go, if it's not right, it's not right. If it is right, it is right. But go up, breathe, see. See for yourself. One more breath in, and then tuck your chin all the way down. Yeah, at the bottom, take your feet wide. And drop your knees in towards the center of your mat to touch. So it's like the reverse of Supta Baddha Konasana. So you can do this, what we're doing right now, or you could do Supta Baddha. I like this one because it opens up my low back. Dead bug pose. Release your feet, stretch your legs up towards the ceiling, sit on your hands. And take 3 breaths. And in the 3 breaths, organize your front ribs down and in towards the center of your body. So your exhales are your main tool for settling your front ribs in. If your ribs are drawn in, now hold them. Take a breath in, and lower your right foot to hover. You'll only go so far as your ribs stay in. Take a breath in, and switch your legs. Take a breath in, and switch. Take a breath in, and switch. So you go for 30 seconds. Good. Only go so far as the center of your body stays stable. If your ribs are popping out or your low back is popping up, don't go so far. 15 seconds. If you can keep yourself integrated easily, go a little bit faster. 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock and roll forward and back. 1, 2, 3. Downward facing dog on the third one. Half pigeon on the right side. Keep your back toes tucked into the back of your mat as a way to keep your left hip down and level with your right hip. One more breath. And change sides. Integrate your thighs in towards the center of your pelvis. So as you get to the back end of the practice, it's tempting to kind of let everything kind of go and drift into a sleepier approach. And if you like that, show up for our restorative classes, because that's exactly what he'll do. But here, in this practice, in a yang practice, you stay engaged. And by squeezing your thighs in towards the center of your pelvis, you keep your pelvis square. As you square your pelvis, the pose is turning your left thumb muscles and opening up all the bottlenecks and the tightness in that area. When you don't engage, your pelvis moves and targets your low back. It's not bad or wrong. It's just not what we're looking for. That one more breath. And press up onto your hands. Swing your right leg forward. Seated single leg extension. So right leg down in front of your mat. Left foot's your right thigh. Yeah, and then your right foot straight down the mat. So some of us kind of go out to the side. It's okay in the beginning, but over time, take your legs straight forward. If you can do that. Pause. Some of us are already there. Just hang on a second. Press your left foot into your right thigh, and use that to square your hips. So your two hip points face the front of the room. Perfect. Now reach up. Everyone arms up into the air. Keep your hips squared down forward. As you fold, turn your left hip point towards your front foot. It can even help to reach back with your hand, touch your left hip, and turn your left hip forward. So this is good. Take this action. Yes. Good. Take one more breath. And then sit all the way up and switch your legs. The left leg straight down and mat. Foot in toward your thigh. The out leg and return creates more of a stretch here. Again, okay, this is not what we're going for. Legs straight, hips square. Down the middle is where you're targeting the back of your left hamstring. Turn your right hip point forward. So it will take that integration that you're hugging your thigh and your foot together, you're hugging your two hip points together, and you're folding over your left thigh, aiming for your midline to hit the middle of your left thigh. And 2 more breaths. Releasing in a completely different way, not by letting go, but by really hugging in and hitting all the things that you don't release like every moment of the day. And sit all the way up, reverse table. Bend your knees, plant your feet, plant your hands behind you, and then inhale, press up. Good. Hips way up, chest way up, open your throat up if that feels good. Take a breath in, open your mouth, and then sit all the way down. Lie back. Go for your inversion. So shoulder stand, you can take your feet over your head towards the floor behind you to pull out first. Headstand. Take that to the back of your neck. Handstand and the front of your neck. And play with integration here. So whatever inversion you're taking, flex your feet a little bit. And hug your thighs down towards your pelvis. And what helps me do that is I imagine that there's like an elephant sitting on my feet. And as your thighs settle into your pelvis, you can even imagine that you're pressing your feet up and trying to move that elephant towards the ceiling. If you've ever done acro yoga where like there's actually a person on your feet, you really get this action pretty easily. All right, if you're in shoulder stand, make your way back to ground. If you're in headstand, try bending your knees down towards your stomach, but don't let your feet touch yet. Give that 2 breaths. And then headstand, child's pose, plow, death yogi. Bend your knees, round your spine. Breathe into the middle of your back. Get your back and your leg upwards again. And then slowly roll down onto your side. Child's pose will meet up on your back with everyone else. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Once you're there, drop your knees over to the right side. To your arms and the buffalo. Gather your knees back through center and change sides. And come back to center. Supta Baddha Konasana, or you can take the pose with your feet wide and your knees together. There's a cool eye tell. If you're in studio in the upper corner of your mat. And together, take a breath in, last time together. Open your mouth. And straighten your belly, Shavasana. And as you rest and as you breathe, tune into the natural feeling of your body expanding and expressing on your inhales. And your body naturally integrating and hugging in on the exhales. press yourself up to a seated position. Press your palms together to the center of your chest. As your palms press in, feel how your shoulders can widen out. And then into all that space across your chest, breathe in, clear out, and we'll close with 3 final moments. Inhale. With your thumb knuckles to the center of your forehead, and together we say Namaste. Namaste. Thank you so much for making it out. Thank you, Lisa and Judy, for tuning in. If you're staying for 40 days, please tweak your mat out just so we can hit the floor and make sure it's nice and clean for the meeting afterwards. And if you are curious about 3 days or thinking about staying after, you can ask me or Lisa out front about any details. Otherwise, have a great rest of your night, everybody. Bye, Lisa.